All right. So, um, if everybody is here, let's get first things first. Um, uh, Before we get to loots, I want to hand out experience.
Woohoo!
Um,
Yay.
I did the math, and yeah, I figured this would be a big one. 7,800 for everybody,
Boy, howdy.
which I believe, if my math is correct, gets you all to level 10.
Woohoo!
Sweet.
Um, so you can change your experience points on your character sheet to 65,960 out of 85,000. 65,960.
So, yeah, because we were at 58, 1,581,000 last time.
Out of how many? 84,000?
85,000 is the next goal to 11. So that's 65,960.
Okay, now I gotta level up my character.
And now you can change your level to level 10. It should automatically adjust your hit dice. And really quick, I'm going to have everyone roll hit points for level 10. So roll a whatever your hit die is plus your con modifier. Now I will let you either take I'll give you a choice
I don't know
because
how to be able to boost this up properly.
hold on, let me get through this first. Because nothing sucks worse than rolling a 1 on your hit die. I'll give you a choice. You can either take the average, which is half your hit die plus your con modifier, or roll for it. So I'll let you do that.
Okay, I didn't see it, dear.
Now, Robert, for you, hit dice I believe are D10s.
Yes.
So you can either do 5 plus your con modifier or roll for it.
5 plus my con modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that because that's still max. Wait,
Well, you could
10?
roll a 10 plus your con modifier. But
Ooh,
uh you could take half of that, the average, which is 5 plus your con modifier. Or you could roll for it and take your chances with a higher roll. Well, you took your chances and I guess it kind of paid off. It's not bad. It's a little less than average, but um all right. So, add 9 points to your hit dice or to your hit points, Thargus. Um
I just rolled a d10 and I have a +2 on my con.
well, Stephanie, as a cleric, I think aren't your hit dice d8s?
Oh, I thought you said to just roll a 10. Okay.
No, it's
I
it's
don't know.
yeah, it's
I'm a
whatever
cleric and
your.
I'm a ranger, and I don't know which.
Oh, you're leveling up ranger.
I don't know if I'm leveling up ranger or not. I can't remember what my plan was. Usually I level up one and then the other. Um, I'll level up cleric because I've been doing more clericy shit than I have been doing ranger shit.
Okay, then cleric,
One,
yes,
two,
is a d8 plus your con modifier, or you can take the average.
I'll do a d8.
You're gonna roll it.
I'll roll a d8 plus my, but I don't get my plus con, right?
Yeah, you do, but you're
Okay,
taking a chance because you could roll a 1 or a
I
2
could.
or something. That's not
All right,
bad.
so
5
one
plus your
d8
con
plus,
modifier.
okay, 1d8 plus my con is 6.
So add 6 hit points.
That
I will to your maximum. I will roll for I don't want to roll for Nim, but
Do you want me to tell Nim to do it? Like, do you want to put like temporary stuff and just do a hit dice so that he
yeah,
actually?
I'll just
Yeah,
do
give him
his
half, and
temporary.
he can roll it later. Yeah.
I'll give him the
Yeah, and
average.
I'll tell him that he has to roll later on. And
Yeah, I'll give him the average. Rogues, I believe, are a D6, I think.
how does it boost up everything, like our attacks and stuff?
Um, lev- as you level up, your proficiency bonus increases. Um,
Yeah, nothing boosted. When
yeah,
I put
yeah,
everything.
but let me get Nim taken care of here, and then I will.
How do I change my level on my character sheet?
Oh no, they're D8s.
Okay.
So
Oh, edit. Duh. Sorry. Never mind. Ignore me.
4 plus what's his con? 3, 7. So max is now 82. Okay. And then we'll go through individually. So we'll start with Stephanie. You're leveling up cleric.
Yeah, but I still haven't
So-
figured out how to make my character sheet do it.
At 10th level, you get divine intervention,
Yay for me.
and you get 1 extra cantrip and 2 5th level spell slots.
Cool. Now will that automatically do that once I figure out how to fix this shit?
No, I'll input it for you here really quick.
Okay, good, because I can't. I thought if I hit edit, it would let me change my character level, but apparently no.
Cleric, divine intervention. Beginning at 10th level, you can call your deity to intervene on your behalf when your need is great. Imploring your deity's aid requires you to use an action, describe the assistance you seek, and roll percentile dice. If you roll a number equal to or lower than your cleric level, your deity intervenes, which means the hand of God comes down and helps. The DM chooses the nature of the intervention. The effect of the cleric spell or cleric domain spell would be appropriate. If your deity intervenes, you can't use this feature again for 7 days. Otherwise, you can use it again after a long rest. At 20th level, your divine intervention succeeds automatically, no roll required.
Ow.
But level 20 is a ways off.
That's a really long ways away.
So, yeah. Let me bring up your character sheet here.
I did put my commission that you told us to put in.
Yeah.
In fact, I think we got a 54,000, but
I'm just
I'm
gonna.
just gonna let you do your thing. I don't know what to do. And I'm okay with that. Plus, I'm also playing another game at the same time, so.
Divine intervention. Class. Cleric 10. And paste. All right, it is now in your features and traits section. Now, Sean, which one are you leveling up? Cleric, or no, druid or mage?
Druid.
Druid. Okay, so for druid, at 10th level, you get Druid Circle feature. Which circle did you choose?
Oh, I would be a 5th level druid and a 5th level mage. So
Oh,
I
that's right.
shouldn't- Yep.
5th
yep,
level
so-
Druid. Oh, shoot.
Yep. So
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, Kazira. I completely flubbed that. I'll get back to you. You shouldn't have divine intervention yet.
Okay.
I was
all
looking
right.
at 10th level cleric.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna be a 6th level cleric and a 4th
Okay.
level druid. So yeah.
So
That's
5th level druid?
yep, I think all I'm getting are
Yeah.
our 3rd level druid spells.
Yeah, you're getting two third level druid spells, and your proficiency bonus is +3.
All right, let me check my proficiency bonus. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, nothing for you yet, Sean.
Oh wait.
then-
my proficiency bonus is of a 10th level character, right?
Yes, that stays the same, so it's still +4.
+4. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Right. I don't.
Okay.
I don't add my wizard and my druid to get +6. I think that'd be ridiculous.
All this
So I think it's just,
multi-classing throws me off.
Yep.
All right, dude.
Okay, and you're gonna be a 5th level cleric, Kazira?
No, I'm going up to 6th level cleric.
6th level cleric. Okay.
Staying 4-level ranger. Instead
Then
of keeping it even.
Then I'm sorry. Yeah, you get. Let's redo this. You get 1 more 3rd level slot, so you're up to 3 3rd levels.
Okay.
Or no, because you're multi-class, so you have a different spell casting, or a different spell slot thing. We'll get to that in a sec. At 6th
Okay.
level, you get Channel Divinity 2 times per rest. So let me bring you back up.
I'm just gonna let you change whatever needs changed. I'm good with
Yeah.
that.
So Divine Intervention goes away. So you get Channel Divinity, which okay, yeah, so you can now use your Channel Divinity twice per rest instead of once.
Okay.
So that'll be there. That's already there. And you get
Sorry about
a
just testing
Divine
something.
Domain feature.
Okay, good.
That's
that
gonna
was
be
class.
Nature Domain.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So at 5th. Huh. Divine Domain feature. What do you get for Nature Domain? Ah, here we go. Dampen Elements. Starting at 6th level, when you or a creature within 30 feet of you takes acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage, you can use your reaction to grant resistance to the creature against that type of damage. So say, like in the last fight, Gabrian took cold damage. You could have used your reaction to give him resistance to half it. And then he could save for no damage at all.
very nice.
So yeah, that's where it is. So you get Dampen Elements. Let me bring this up. Shoot. Oh, that's not the thing.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do this online. It's not in the compendium. Okay, Nature Domain, 5th edition. Dampen Elements. Copy. Kazira. Add. Dampen Elements. Class. Cleric 6. And paste. Okay, there we go. All right, and then Thargus at 10th level, martial archetype feature. Let's see. Improved combat superiority at 10th level. Your superiority dice turn into D10s.
Already did that.
All
You said-
right. So you changed all your attacks to D10 superiority instead of D8s?
Yeah, if you see. I just don't know why the disarming attack is +9 instead of +10.
One second. Let me... Trip attack.
That's why I was doing the checks on my rolls.
Wait a second.
The disarming one is the newest one I just picked.
Oh, okay.
But it's saying +9, not +10.
1d10. Sweeping strike, 1d10. Okay, commander strike. Goading strike, 1d10. 1d10. And disarming strike is the new one you chose?
Yeah.
Wait, do you
And-
get another one at 10th level? Yeah, you do.
I figured while you were doing that, I was like, you know,
Because I'm showing it's showing D10.
it's showing me D9. Showing a 9 on my thing.
Oh, you didn't have, hang on, let me pull up the chat so I can, slashing. Goading strike. Okay, it should be fixed. Let me do a
Nope.
quick test run here. Disarming attack. Oh, you're talking about the +9 next to it?
Yeah, it's,
Oh, that's because that's your modifier. That's not the superiority die. That's your attack modifier.
Okay.
That's your proficiency bonus plus your strength. So that, oh, actually, yeah, that should be +10 because you got the +1 sword as well.
yeah, so that's why I'm like, don't know.
So disarming attack. Okay, yeah, you forgot to put in the +1 on there, so that should fix it.
Okay.
So yeah, disarming attack +10. Okay, so that should square everybody away on their level. I'll take care of Nim once we once Gary gets back. All right, and then I will bring. Now, just an interesting question here, Sean. Do you want to stay an octopus or do you want to revert back to human?
Technically, I can hold my breath for an hour. And since I have 15-foot reach while I'm an octopus,
Mhm.
I'm just going to pull myself along.
Okay.
And I might just simply kind of reach in the cage and feel around, grab him by his ankles, and drag him out.
Okay.
If at a bare minimum, it's just going to be intimidating AF for these tentacles to kind of start reaching around in the dark and dragging you away. So it might just help him to kind of give up too.
Okay. How big actually is your octopus shape?
All right, octopus is a large beast, unaligned.
Okay. Then you are actually going to have trouble squeezing your body through the 5-foot opening in the
Yeah, he's
cave
not-
there.
Okay.
So yeah.
I will not be able to, or I'll have disadvantage or of some kind.
You probably will not be able to.
Oh, bummer. Okay.
Yeah. And in fact, I should actually adjust your size a little bit. There we go. So, what do you guys want to do from here?
Loot, dude.
Loot.
Well, we should.
Oh, the
I'm
loot.
interested in getting the pirate captain because he has loot too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to save loot till after the chase?
I think so.
Okay. So at this point, Nim is actually going to move back and start bringing people out of the ship's hold.
Oh, and if there's civilians, I will actually revert back to druid form. They don't need to see this.
Okay. So we will go ahead and get rid of that. And okay, I gotta move this. We will bring you back into the fold. Now, and you should actually be. Did you take a healing potion or something?
Who?
Because I'm showing Sean. There we go. All right. Okay. So Sean reverts back. Nim is gathering everybody out of the hold. And you see them. They're kind of shuffling out, kind of rubbing their eyes in the new day or in the daylight, having been in the darkness for a little while, and they're just kind of looking around at all the dead bodies and all these new people who have shown up, and just kind of are looking around a little confused, not sure what to do. What do you guys want to do?
Are we still in initiative or?
Technically, yeah, you are still in initiative.
Who is up next?
Nim just went, so that is Thargus.
Thargus went to the kitchen.
What about Thargus? Sorry.
It's your turn.
We
What
are
do you
still technically in initiative because there's still one bad guy unaccounted for.
Guy running around. And we need to go get that dude that fell in and loot him.
Oh, he climbed back out. He's the one who came in and
Oh.
started attacking you from behind.
Oh, that's that guy. Okay, that's fine then. We can loot him.
Could he be hiding somewhere?
Oh, he went into the cave. I point to the cave entrance.
Okay. Can I do some heals and stuff like that? Or get some heal? Because I'm less than half.
I can throw a 5d8 on you on my next action.
Alrighty. He went to this cave?
That is
Yes.
correct.
Then that's where my buddy's going. And I'm hoping you'll follow to be able to heal my ass.
Oh yes, I'm into. Actually, technically, Gordon is adjacent to you, so that he can actually apply the heal on my behalf.
Oh, bonus. And I am going to hold the rest of my action. Is that okay? So that if anything that comes through there, I can bull rush them.
All right.
Bull rush him or attack him, whatever pops up first. But I'm ready to attack anything that pops out. And unless it's an actual person that is not willing to attack me, is where I will delay my hit. But I'm delaying for now the rest of my attacking. Like, I just want to be prepared that if anything bad happens, I'm ready at least. So I'm good.
All right, who's next?
Next up is Kazira.
That's me. Okay, so Sargus went off after the dude in the cave, and we've got him getting people out of the hold. Do they look like they need healing, the people that are coming out of the hold of the ship?
No, they don't look hurt or injured per se. They just look kind of scared, confused, and just a little discombobulated.
Okay, well then... okay. Then, what... I can go 30 feet, right?
Yes.
Well then, why don't I run past Sargus and see if I can get someone to attack me so that he can whack them.
Can you still not maneuver your character?
I can.
Okay.
I'm gonna go... Can you see where I'm going?
Yeah, I
Yep.
got my mouse pointer on it. I'll let you know when you're there.
Okay. Right about here? Here-ish?
I'm not seeing your character move. There we
No.
go. Yep,
Oh, there we go.
that is perfect right there.
Okay. And do I see anyone that I can whack up on, or am I just gonna wait till I get attacked and then start to
Nope.
whack it up?
Your line of sight kind of extends to right about in this area here.
Okay, so I can just see that there's bunks in there, and
You can see a bunk, maybe the corner of a table.
okay, and this is and then there's a doorway on the other side here.
Yeah, there's a doorway right in front of you.
Okay, so I can't see the bad guy, but he came this way.
Yes.
All right, then I'm just gonna hang out right there until something happens.
Okay.
With daggers in hand, so I can dagger something in me.
Next up is Pirate Captain. He does his thing. And then Gabrian.
All right, not Thargus goes charging in, doing a double move.
Wait, what?
Not
You just
Thargus.
got run past by your own self, dude.
Apparently.
Not Thargus goes running in, giving off a dwarven yelp, war yelp, and then kind of runs into the room and yells, "Surrender or die!"
Surrender or die, you dog! Okay. Now can you see through his eyes?
Probably not. I can only see as far as Gordon. Actually, technically, I probably would have to stop right there because that's pretty much only as far as Gordon can see. So
Okay.
he probably would stand right there and yell, "Good call." Yeah, that's as far as I could probably move with that phantasm.
Then again,
And then I'll just-
you've got about the same perspective as Kazira. Just
Exactly.
about this first bunk and maybe the corner of a table.
All right. And then Gordon's wing brushes Thargus, and he feels a healing wave come across him.
Thargus, you heal 19 points of damage.
And then I am going to take just my full move just to get into the room. Will Thargus have any trouble getting around me?
It is kind of tight. The area
Then I'm
you're
going-
in right now, yeah, that's only
There
about
you
a
go.
2.5 foot gap. in
Okay,
there.
then I'm actually just going to get behind. I'm going to stack behind Thargus, so I'm not blocking his advancement.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Technically, he can move through the phantasm if he wants to ruin the illusion.
Okay. Then next up is Nim. Nim is going to use persuasion to kind of just ease everyone's fears and get everyone kind of, calmed down a bit.
Don't mind the blood. We're really nice people.
And 15, yeah, that's good enough for common folk. She's getting everyone calmed down and just kind of instructing everyone to just kind of make their way off the boat. Um, uh, One of them is a little child, couple of parents, and they're all kind of making their way with Nim off of off the ship.
Hey, howdy.
Kind of the blood and the dead pirates kind of do give them a bit of a scare, but
Yeah, but they're the pirates that were trying to kidnap them.
but
so
yeah,
are you
it's
happy?
yeah, they're definitely happy to be free. They're just still kind of on edge, not knowing at all what's going on. But Nim's keeping him fairly calm and orderly. Next up is Thargus.
I'm coming. Sorry. Gonna move in.
I'm gonna unplug for a second, guys. Hang on. You go ahead and
Okay.
do your thing. I'll be back.
Okay, I can move up to how many feet? 20 feet, right?
Yeah. 25, I think, is for dwarves. Unless you've got.
Okay. Well, no, I was trying to. Then I'm gonna move. Oh, come on, give me the. I'm gonna move right here.
Give me 1 second. Now you got me doubting myself. I know speed is less for things like gnomes and halflings. I just want to double check.
I didn't have my page open, that's why I was like.
Speed. Yeah, your movement speed is 25.
Yeah, for some reason the speed disappeared.
Whoops.
I just fixed it.
All
right, so.
And the room is empty, except for what appears to be a bookcase on this wall. A two-sided table with a couple of long benches on either side, and 4 bunks around the perimeter. The bookshelf really doesn't have anything on it, mainly cobwebs, a couple of empty bottles of liquor, kind of gone to dust at this point. Nothing really of use there. The bunks themselves have what look like down pillows, woolen blankets, and maybe like a cotton mat to lie down on. But otherwise, the room itself is empty.
All right, so I still have 2 more actions, so I'm gonna go to this door. I'm gonna kick it open.
You only have a certain amount of movement. You can use one of your actions to double your movement.
That's what I just did. Okay. I said I'm going to use one of my actions to double move.
Okay.
To
and
kick
then
open
you're going to use your second attack to kick open the door?
Well, I'm going to go running through the door like something's there.
Okay. I need you to roll a strength check for me really quick.
If I fail at strength check, I'm very disappointed.
Strength versus the door. There you go. That the Thargus leans back, brings up his knee, and just with a grunting howl, shoves his foot forward, and a big old dust pile of wood and splinters and old rock dust kind of poofs in front of him. The door no longer existing. Inside the room, you see what appears to be like a small desk with a chair at it, a couple of loose papers, candlestick, and an ink and pen, or an ink and a quill. Um, then on this side is a what looks like a small wooden chest and a large and one another bed over here. Looks a little more comfy than the other cots you saw in the other room, but still roughly kind of just very makeshift kind of bed there. But other than that, as well, the room is also empty.
Okay, okay. So I'm going to inspect the room. Can I do that?
Roll an investigation check.
Oh dear God. Let this be good.
Now, what are you looking for exactly?
Well, we all saw him come in here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking for like anything like a hidden passage or something like that.
Okay. Then yeah, roll investigation check.
Sorry for the delay.
No worries. 15. You really don't find anything in here. The walls all seem pretty solid.
Alrighty. Now, because I ran through, do I get to go right through the door or do I stay right here?
You can stay right there if you want.
Well, I wanted.
But to
Apparently I can't.
investigate the room, yeah, you would have to move into it.
Yeah, it won't let me move any farther.
Oh, that's my bad. 1 second. I forgot the, Now, can you see inside the room?
I can.
Okay. See, because that's weird. The dynamic lighting should be blocking it. I don't understand why the dynamic lighting isn't working for this.
Yeah, it won't let me walk through the door though.
Damn it. Okay, now try.
There we go. So I was just gonna come into here if that's what I was gonna do for now.
Yeah, I don't know why the dynamic lighting wasn't working in this stage, but hopefully it's working for my other maps. Anyway, yeah, this is what you see. The room is empty. Your investigation check, you really didn't come up with anything at all.
Okay. All right, that's it.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Then next up is Kazira. Oh, since you guys have noticed that there are no obvious intruders anymore or any obvious people, we are now actually out of initiative. So,
We just don't know where the hell that dude went.
yeah, initiative is now clear. You are free to move and act as you see fit.
All right.
How big of a range is 30 feet around me.
30 feet around you?
Yeah, I'm 30 feet around me is going to encompass nearly the entire where I'm standing. Oh, it's blocked by 1 foot of stone. So
Yeah, and it's nothing but stone in here.
yeah. Okay.
All right, and Sean, you rolled an investigation check in here. Rolled a 21. You do find what appears to be some weird mechanism underneath, not underneath, on the side in the, or kind of tucked away in the corner by the bookshelf over here.
Okay, Not Thargus runs out the front and yells, Nim! Nim, we need you.
Nim kind of gives a couple of quick, pardon, please, pardon, please, pardon me, and maneuvers his way through. What's up, guys?
I point at the mechanism and I say, make it work.
Okay. Nim is going to check for traps really quick, because Nim would do that. Where is investigation? Oh, shit. Okay, so Nim rolled a natural 1. Well, it looks good. Nim is going to flip the switch.
Oh shit.
Should I have been farther away from this?
Yeah.
No take backsies.
Glad I'm still in the hallway.
Let's see. Yeah, Sean. You and Nim are going to. You and Nim both take 10 points of, what would that be? 10 points of poison damage.
Oh.
As a gaseous cloud excretes from behind the bookcase and kind of fills the area of the entrance here. So -10 and -10 for you, Sean. Nim coughs through it and says, "Okay. I think that's the only setting. We should be good." Nim is going to double check the trap one more time.
I walk out of the room coughing and hacking and casting heals on myself.
Nim is going to double check. Well, it seems to be okay. The one, it seems to be just a one-time shot, I think. So Nim's gonna flip the switch, and a small chunk of rock between these two beds right here
Lands on them.
No,
Okay.
kind of shuffles backwards into itself and then slides over to the right, revealing a tunnel.
Woohoo!
Now from here, unfortunately, I have no maps, so I'm going to have to draw it in.
Okay.
It would appear to those who stroll up to it, that this tunnel, no, I don't want a box. I want a line. This tunnel appears to kind of wind its way up north and then kind of veers around a corner. Now, can you all see that? The drawings I put in?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay, so he How many rounds has he had to quote unquote get ahead of us?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, at least 4.
I'm gonna send Gordon up, and pretty much he's going to follow the entire cliff, but at the highest, where the cliff kind of hit, where the top of the cliff is. He's gonna fly over the edge so he can look down and over. He's gonna follow that direction up,
Okay.
and see if he can spot anyone emerging from like a cliff face or above ground.
Right about in, let's see. As the cliff kind of winds away down this way. Um, God, I'm going right off map here. Gordon does notice, as he's kind of flying around the cliff, there is a bit of a cave entrance or exit that enters right onto the water here.
Uh-huh.
And it would be off map, but about maybe 50, 60 yards that way is a small kind of rowboat and a lone figure rowing his way along the cliff face.
All right, I use a cantrip to kind of show everyone where he is roughly to us.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, do we get in a bigger boat? We don't have a rowboat, do we?
No, you have the big ship.
What can I shapeshift into that can carry people? Let me see here. A dolphin?
Need to turn into Valraka, dude.
Let's see here. I can turn into a dolphin, but that's kind of lame. I can turn into another giant. Ooh, a giant seahorse. Or a reef shark.
Reef shark.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna try. I'll try and say this as seriously as humanly possible for Gabrion. Who wants to ride me and chase after the guy in the boat?
I think we should put the warrior on the shark, dude.
I'm down for riding the shark.
Okay.
I know it sounds pretty perverted, but I don't swing that way.
Just don't jump the shark, and we'll be okay.
Yeah, no jumping the shark.
No, I don't swing that way.
Okay.
That was a happy days, right? Was the jumping the shark? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't swing that way.
And
All right, we
in case you
I will-
guys are gonna kind of make your way back over to the cliff line in the water.
probably, yeah, that might be the quickest.
Okay.
And then I will turn into a giant reef shark, and I will I will take upon the role of the mighty noble steed of our dwarven warrior.
Okay, Thargus, I need you to make a what is it? A dexterity check.
And Rob, as I shift, I'm going to burn a spell slot, a 4th level spell slot to heal myself.
I do
And
shit.
he falls off the shark.
Jeez.
He's taking a bath.
I scoop him up in my mouth because I'm a giant. I'm a giant shark, so technically he could probably.
You're a megalodon.
I could just
Yeah.
step on him. Why do I have to jump on him?
Oh boy.
How do you want to adjudicate that? Does he just want to remount, or should I just scoop him up in my mouth and they could just be like,
You could just go underwater and pick me up.
oh yeah, no, I'll pick him up, but like I could actually carry him above water in my mouth.
I prefer not to be in your mouth.
I know. I'm trying to roll with the circumstances. What is and really quick, a giant reef shark.
One sec,
Oh,
guys.
I guess so. Oh, go ahead. Oh, I'm just a medium beast, so it's probably not as feasible
I've
for me
got
to carry
to
you in my
I've
mouth.
got to step away really quick, guys. Go ahead
Okay.
and make your plan, and I will be right back.
All right. I will. I guess when he falls in the water, I'll just try and swim underneath him between his legs and kind of lift him back out of the water.
Yeah, please.
And then,
not to
as
be
long as you
stuck
can
in
like,
your mouth.
yeah, as long as you can like grab my fin or something like that, you should be able to hang on.
Yeah.
Unlike the octopus, I cannot actually survive outside the water.
I have such a wonderful wife. She brought me back deep fried bacon.
Oh, guys, that thing.
Yes. I mean,
Yes, it is. I wish I could send you a screenshot of this. It is, oh, it is a thing of beauty. Oh,
Just hold it up to the camera, dude.
All right, so just for shits and giggles, I put a shark in the water.
So when Thargus goes over, when he falls into the water, I'm just going to swim down underneath him, kind of lift him up so he's kind of ahead of my fin, and try and just pick him back up out of the water. Is that like a, what would that be? Would that be like a strength check on the shark's part, or a dex check, or?
Let's do this. I'm gonna have, because it's basically him using your fin as kind of a leg up. I'm gonna have him roll a strength check once again.
Perfect.
And since you're aiding him, I'll give him advantage.
Okay. Cool.
There we go.
Oh,
Nice.
nailed it.
yeah.
Where were all these natural 20s in combat, dude?
I know.
You can
I seem to not get them when I'm in combat.
Okay, so Sean and Thargus are now a cohesive unit.
Oh
I
wait, can
with the
the
shark.
phantasm jump on back of the shark too?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
So,
and only because then he can actually start going dun 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 dun.
Okay, and you guys go ahead and
Chase after the assailant.
chase after the assailant there. Okay, and since it's off map, this was all pretty much just for fun, but yeah, you see him. He's gotten a little bit more of a lead. He's now about 70 to 100 yards out.
The reef shark has a 40-foot movement speed, and I'll be doing double movements.
Okay, so that's 80 feet, which translates in how many yards? You should be able to catch him. You should be able to catch him by the time he gets about another 150 yards out.
This is like one of those horrible math problems. 2 trains leave the station.
Exactly, it's
yeah.
terrible. But yeah, you eventually do manage to catch up to him in his boat. Of course, the look on his
the
face
entire time
is
the phantasm dwarf is yelling, "Pull over! Pull over!"
and he just keeps trying to row faster and faster, but he just cannot beat your shark. Eventually you guys are able to get up to him and kind of keep pace with him. Though
Thargus, this is all you.
seeing two dwarves riding a giant shark is a little off-putting to him. He really doesn't know what to make of this at this point.
And I bet up until this day he thought he was just one of those pirates that had seen everything.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, I pull up right next to him. I let Thargus do whatever he sees as he sees fit.
All right. Now, I'm a bit pissed off now. I don't like the water. I don't like riding a shark. Okay, well, no, I do. Because it's pretty badass. But making me chase your ass, that just pisses me off. Now, what are we going to do about you? Gonna come back nice and quietly?
What should I do with this guy?
Or you're gonna be Shark's dinner?
Let's see. Roll
I make a chopping motion.
I'm gonna have Thargus roll an intimidation check with advantage because of Sean's chomping helping you. Intimidation 14. What's his?
Oh, we get to make that with advantage, right?
Oh yeah, roll it again.
Nice.
16. What's his wisdom say about it? 4. He just kind of huffing and puffing, just right. Well, I guess so much for business as usual. I guess I surrender. What do you want? What do you want with me?
The phantasm dwarf kind of jumps into the boat and just kind of levies his sword on him. And the phantasm dwarf says, "Thargus, hop in, lad. I'll have the shark tow us back."
I like riding the shark, though.
Okay.
All right, to each his own.
Okay.
I rode high on this bastard to be able to stay on this bitch.
So,
Fuck, that's gonna be
Thargus, I'm gonna have you roll a strength check or an strength athletics to jump into the boat.
Actually, he's gonna stay on me, right?
I'm
Or are you
staying.
gonna jump in?
Oh, you're gonna
Oh,
stay?
you're staying? Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Then
I rolled 5. I'm not moving.
Then the
Sean-
phantasm dwarf
Yeah.
points at the guy and says, "Throw your rope into the water."
a rope.
So the shark can tow you, or do you want to row us all back?
Do I look like I have a rope?
I figured there was a rope that he was actually tied to the dock with.
It is, but it's only like a 2 or 3 footer.
Oh, that's all it needs to be.
Oh, okay. Then he'll just kind of take his foot and nudge it into the water.
All right, I grab that between my teeth and I start towing us all back.
And then I will have you make a strength athletics check.
Oh dear. So this would be a plus. What does the shark have? Sharks have lame strength. A 3.
Yeah, you're kind of having trouble.
5.
You wonder what?
Yeah.
Just toss me the rope, and I'll hang on to it while he pulls us.
Well, he would still be the one pulling you guys, because he's
But
the one doing
but I
the
get
movement.
But if I'm holding onto the rope,
would I get advantage if he's helping me?
If both of you were holding the rope and swimming together, yes, but you're still the sole mobile source of mobility. So him holding the rope would just be the same as you holding it in your teeth. It's the mobility, not the holding on to it, that's slowing you down. Because you're actually towing the weight.
Okay, the phantasm dwarf is just gonna kind of put his hand over his head and just kind of gesture with his sword. Start rowing.
All right. He sits down, turns the boat around with his oars. How the hell did I ever lose to you people? And just starts rowing and rowing back around the other way.
I don't want to hear no lip from you, or just you will be dinner.
And
you make my ass row right all the way out here for your ass.
So eventually you do make it back to the pier. Nim has, at this point, escorted the people to relative safety. He's just kind of, or she's just kind of talking to everybody, kind of getting to know them.
When we get to the dock, I'm gonna go underwater, about to the point where the dagger was thrown. Scoop it up to in my mouth,
Okay.
then kind of beach myself over here, spit it out, and turn back into human form.
Cool. Nim will definitely thank you for that. Um, Happy to make sure that she gets all her daggers back. Um, but yeah, you guys have the pirate captain. Um, uh, get him back into the fray here. And you have him under escort. Get you guys back on track here. Get rid of the shark.
Yeah, the phantasm probably disappears at this point too. I
Yeah,
think that's only
it's at
yeah.
that. Yeah. The phantasm is pretty much. Move him out of here.
Oh yeah, I might start getting some ropes, and I doubt there's enough fishing gear to reel him out of the water. This might be a lot more involved.
Yeah.
Gonna need a pulley. Need a crane. Can't we just leave him underwater?
Okay, I think that's everything. Okay. So yeah, Nim gets her dagger back. You guys have the pirate captain. I'm gonna go ahead and start just cleaning house here. Gonna assume you guys decide to just kind of get the bodies out of here.
Yeah, we'll and make sure that no one's hurt, none of the civilians, and also kind of take them into shelter,
Okay.
and so on. I do
Now
hope that okay.
we are at a good point where you guys can start looking for loot as you're digging out, ditching the bodies and stuff. The giant had on him the usual giant stuff, the huge, gigantic great sword. His giant splint mail armor. And a pouch containing roughly about 300 gold pieces. The others just had there was about 2 or 3 scimitars. Let's see, a couple of light crossbows. And the mage did have a particular ring on him. And between all the pirates, accumulated about another 400 gold.
All right. And I'll grab the mage ring. I'll ask the pirate captain where the mage kept his spellbooks.
How should I know? He was,
I'm gonna
he was
search the mage in case he had his spellbooks on him.
Roll an investigation check.
Ooh, right on. Where is my character? There's my character. Investigation. $21.
He does not have his spell books on him.
All right. We'll probably find out a little bit more about where they're coming from, and so on.
Okay.
Because they were coming from the island, right?
You don't know where they were coming from. They were pretty much docked here when you arrived.
Okay.
Well, you might be able
Oh, that's right. Nim said that there was like a pirate enclave or something like that out in the ocean, right?
He identified the markings on the ship as being used by local pirates.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna investigate the rooms that have been abandoned because
Okay. Um,
so I'm gonna try not to trigger any traps and look for mage books and crap.
okay. Um, in this room here that you're in right now, on the desk there's just a number of loose papers. Um, looks like just accounting logs. Uh, you know, this amount of money transacted for this amount of product, or this amount of product traded in barter for such and such. Nothing really of important news. Um,
Does it specify that they're trading in people, or is it just overall?
no, you find no records of actual any slave trade. Any roll an investigation check in here really quick for me. 19. You get the idea that uh, this wasn't something they officially kept track of. You find no records of any kind of slave trade or human trafficking or anything like that. Um, Whatever or whoever they were doing this for is keeping it completely off record. Um,
Anything in any of the bed or whatever the night?
yeah, in this chest right down here, um, you do find a couple of like nautical maps, um, outlining particular certain trade routes around the continent of Felgren. Um, it also marks where certain naval patrols usually go, um, or usually patrol through, when to expect them, things like that. Um, with a
That might be
19,
useful. Yeah.
with
Yeah,
a
I'm gonna pick
19,
those up.
you do
Yeah,
find one particular map that does kind of pique your interest. It's of the northern coast of Felgren, and I'm actually going to move your point of view to the Felgren map really quick, to give you kind of an idea. Holy shit, I'm way zoomed in. Um, um, Now you guys are right about here at this crossroads. The map itself shows the portion of the north of the. That's not a good enough line. Shows a portion of the northern coastline right along in here. Um, and there is a point on it marked right here. No particular other headings or markings, but it does have a point on the map marked right there. Kind of what looks like the other direction those other two giants went, with the rest of the loot and the other people that you saw.
And I didn't find. I'm gonna gather up all of those maps.
Mm-hmm.
That one on top, and I want to take a quick check of the bed in the other room. Beds in the other room.
Okay.
Getting anything.
The bed, there's really nothing all that different about it. It's just a bed.
And this is just like a dinner table. This is
Yeah.
a desk.
And the bookshelf is just as I described it before. Just a couple of dusty, empty liquor bottles and a couple
No
of
books, no mage things,
no.
nothing in any of the beds.
These guys live pretty Spartanly.
Okay, then I'm going to go. Where the hell is it? Out here? That.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna show everybody the map and say maybe this is where the other giant we should check that out before we go high enough to the island. Anyone?
I'm down for that.
Yeah, and also investigate what happened to the other kidnappees.
Yeah, because if that point on the map is where the giants were headed toward, maybe we can rescue all those other people or give them aid. Does Nim know where these other people came from? I mean, can they get back there easily, or were they just coming from the next town?
Nim, because Nim is as new as you guys to this area, she knows about some of the pirate emblems and icons, but she doesn't really know any of, you know, anything about them culturally, where they make, where they make birth,
Not the pirates, the people.
The
slaves
people.
that we freed.
Oh, the people.
Are they
Yeah.
are they near home? Can they get there easily from here if we leave them? Do we need to make sure that they have something to eat before we leave? What kind of thing like that?
Well, Nim will tell you that they don't really know exactly where they are. They've gotten kind of turned around since having been hoisted up by the giants. They will tell you they're from a number of shipping or not shipping, fishing and port villages all along the coast of Helkar Bay.
I'm gonna show them one of the other maps of. We have a map that isn't the one with the pirate markings on it, or where we think the giants are markings.
Yeah.
One of these maps shows this area.
Okay.
I will show it to them and tell them my best guess of where we are. You are here. Any of them do any of them? They're from fishing villages, so someone
Yeah.
in there probably knows how to read a map.
A couple of them will tell you that they're from a fishing village called Aloon, which let me bring you guys back to the map view here.
I'll tell you what my overarching reason for questioning is. If we can get them home again, perhaps we can get someone with a fishing boat to take us over to Helkar Bay and wait for us and not leave us there.
Well,
or rent us their boat so that we can go ourselves.
you
Well, we
guys
got this
do have
boat,
a
too.
ship right there at the
Oh,
dock.
we do have a ship. Yeah, but can we run it? I don't know how to run a ship.
We would need we'd need some help.
Some sailors to
Yeah.
sail it. And I'm not going to trust the pirates, even if we do,
Yeah.
enchant them or something.
And I did look into that, and that's actually a huge mystery even among DM forums. No one has ever been able to find specifically where it says what skill or anything you would need to pilot a ship. So everyone just is kind of making guesses at it. It's
Oh, great.
it's really weird. Wizards really dropped the ball on that one. But yeah, there is a village right here. West of Hearthhome called Aloon. And I should probably text that in so I don't forget it.
So if we get them back to there in the ship that someone among us is going to roll a good roll on to run,
Mm-hmm.
then maybe we can get some sailors who will run it for us better and get us to the island.
Yeah.
Also, it's going to be kind of a bitch to get that ship back to the keep. Going to be kind of hard to get that back to the keep.
There's another
Okay.
village where some of them are from called Korada. And if it would let me draw. No. Called Korada, right there. And then, but the majority of them are from this first dot right here. Which is, where's my text? I gotta write these in so I don't forget them. which is a fishing village called Eartha.
Okay.
But yeah, they're from all up and down the coast here. Eldritch
Oops,
Blast.
No, that.
I'm like,
Sorry,
Sean, these
I'm
are
trying-
villagers. Come on, show some mercy, man.
No witnesses.
Okay, so let me bring you back to the dock view here.
So shall we rough up the pirate captain and get some information on where they were going, where their current stronghold is, and why they're working with giants?
Hell yeah.
All right, and I'm just putting that out there because I have horrible charisma, so someone else should probably lead that charge.
I have a 16 for charisma.
Yeah, much
think-
better than me.
I think Thargus is bigger though. Doesn't Thargus have the better charisma?
Thurgus has a 2 charisma.
So 14 charisma,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
See, now this is
Um,
one reason why I was hoping Nim would be here, because Nim's charisma is 19.
Oh.
But Nim is comforting the
Yeah.
villagers, yeah.
Keeping them distracted while we beat the shit out of the captain.
Yep. Intimidation is strength based though.
No, it's actually charisma.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, lame.
Although Nim will agree to just kind of give all the villagers, a chance to sit down and rest. Give them all a piece of her rations, some of her wine, or some of her ale from her never-ending flask, and just kind of, and you get kind of this weird feeling, this weird vibe from Nim, as she just kind of approaches the pirate captain, says, "You know what? I'll handle this." Whips out her daggers and just kind of pokes him in the back of the ribs. "Move it, chubby. Let's go." And just kind of directs him down back into the whoa, that was trippy. Come on. Close out. Just kind of escorts him back down into this room where Thargus kicked the door in. Now I'm gonna make some rolls here.
I'm gonna follow that. I want to watch that.
Start with this. Okay, you hear a little muffled kind of conversation, a little, kind of, but you don't really hear any, anything major. Nim's gonna try it one more time with intimidation this time. Ha! Okay.
Shall I intervene now?
How many of you have ever seen Red versus Blue?
A couple.
I've seen Red versus Blue many times. I've actually been part of Red versus Blue one time.
Okay. Do you remember the scene where they're on that other planet and they can't really get any info out of the bad guy, and the doctor decides to take him up and show him, quote unquote, show him a tour of all the surgical tools and medical equipment?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, Kazira, you have to avert your eyes. What you see is almost haunting. Gabrian and Thargus, you hear Nim just kind of singing, lightly, just la da 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 la da 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 da. But you hear this screaming, ah, ah, no, ah, ah, no, stop, no. All the while she's la da 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 da. And yeah, Kazira, you have to avert your gaze. It's almost disturbing watching a Reservoir Dogs moment where this poor captain is sat down in this chair just having bits of him sliced off randomly here and there to cheerful music. It's it's almost
It's a beautiful thing.
yeah, it's and eventually Nim comes out. No captain in tow because sadly he only had 16 hit points left.
Uh,
And she's a little bloody. she's
Little.
she's she's not very clean at the moment. Um, well, here's what I gathered. Um,
Oh, bloody hell, you did, you little one.
here's what happened. Here's how it went. Um, they really don't know where the other giants. They know where the giants are taking the people, but they don't know what happens to them afterward. Um,
if they become lunch or not.
yeah, they pretty much all they do is they pick up one load, the giants go off and deliver another load to where whatever it is they do, and they take their load to to a port off the Osmit River in the Castellan Sea, just northeast of Lickburg, where they are delivered in secret. We just drop them off, tied up, and leave them. And whatever happens to them after that, they don't know.
Who is the receiver?
They don't know. They just
don't
leave
know who
them.
the receiver is either.
They just
leave 'em
they
and
just
don't
leave the
know.
people tied at the dock and leave. Once they're gone, whoever takes them takes them.
So we don't know if they're going back to the old homeland or what the fuck.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay then. Okay, so my vote is we get everyone loaded on the boat and take off for the place where we think the giants went to, and exchange people in various assorted ports on our way to and from and back and forth across.
So you want to basically just get these people home?
Well, drop people off on the way to wherever we're going for the giants, and then
Well, the giants went west. These people all live on cities along the eastern coast.
they're all on the east side.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I was thinking down the side of the sun.
They could find their way home from here, right?
Well, now that we showed them a map.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they had enough provisions, they could probably just walk their way home.
Well, what's over here in this other cavern? There's got to be provisions over here.
In the other cavern,
Yeah, I'm gonna go investigate. Assuming I can move my ass, I'm going to go investigate over here.
okay.
I'm investigating in here. Are there provisions? Is there
Um,
shit we could steal? Is there food we can give these people?
There are a number of crates and round casks and barrels. The barrels appear to be filled mainly with things like ale, wine, and fresh water.
Loading that shit on
The
the boat.
the crates, however, they're kind of loaded mainly with things like raw ore, like raw iron ore, unsmelted. Um, some have a few rolls of fabrics. Others have uh, things like small casks of spices and herbs.
Oh, we are making a fucking haul here.
Yeah.
Because we can sell that, we can take it home and use it,
Oh yeah.
and it can at least stock the folks up with, liquor.
Yeah.
Unless, any of them want to volunteer to come along and fight giants, but I don't think they're going to. I don't think that's their plan. Although
I guess.
some of them might have relatives that got taken by the giants, so they might want to,
Yeah. What is the state of these individuals? Well, are any of them wanting to come along, or should we just set? Are they all headed back to the town to go
If
try and piece it back together?
if you wouldn't mind, one of them does kind of step forward and very meekishly. We don't want to be a bother. We just want to get back home. It's been a harrowing couple of hours, and we would just like to get back to our families. Um, we're all
Yeah. Did any of you have any victims that were taken?
I don't know. The chaos in our particular town was so well chaotic. Um, we didn't really get a chance to see who all was being taken. It um some of our family may have been killed in the raid. Some may have been taken by the others. We just don't know. There was just too much chaos and confusion at the time.
I have got in my bag paper and pencil and writing utensils. Let's get everyone's names so we know that at least these people are safe and we can pass those names along to others we might find. If I give you the map that we don't need of the area, can you find your way home using it? Someone
I
among you can read the map.
I suppose we could. It's kind of a long journey. We'd probably need some food and water, but I suppose
Help yourselves.
we could. Well, there's plenty of water, but there really isn't much in the way of actual food.
Which is weird, don't you
Um,
think?
So I'm gonna throw down some good berries real quick. 10 of them.
Okay.
And how many? Is that one berry per person?
Um,
How many warm bodies are we talking here?
well, there's only about 6 on the screen, but all in all, there's about 20 actual people in the group. Um, so I don't know how many good berries you can actually conjure up.
10 berries at a time, and each berry is 10 feet or 10 a day's worth of food. Where's my good berry? Where's good berry?
You would probably have to do it twice.
Okay. I think that's okay. Where is good berry? That's a first level spell, right?
I think so.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, 2 good berries.
2 good
So,
berries.
So 10 berries. So that's 20 berries worth of food.
Okay.
How far are we from the nearest living establishment, town, village, something?
That would probably be um
Can they get there in a day?
the nearest. Let me get back to the map here. The nearest would be. Gotta zoom in. The nearest would be Eartha, which actually is about maybe just a couple hours from here.
Okay.
And
And
from
they-
there,
they
they
can-
could probably get passage from other fishermen back up towards the along the coast to their relative towns.
So if I get so we got roughly 800 gold today. I
About
see
700, yeah.
700. I am going to donate my proceeds from the day's gold to these people so that they can hire their way home once they get to Eartha.
Oh wow! Well, they thank you profusely. That's incredibly generous of you.
It's one day's take of gold. I'm sure you can put it to good use. just be sure that you share it equally and everyone can get home safely.
Yes, of course. We should be able to do just fine with this. As long as we can make it to Eartha, everything should be good.
So that's 1/4 of 700, which is, I don't know what the fuck that is.
About 170, 175 maybe.
Okay. So, and whatever you have left over, put toward rebuilding your homes and your businesses.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You are very welcome. Please be safe.
And they begin to make their way up the large sandbar rampway that leads up to the top of the cliff.
And I'm not going to use one of my, I'm not using a spell or anything, but I am going to say a prayer for their safe return to home. My goddess.
Yeah.
Not as a spell, just as an aside.
Yeah. Okay. That will work. All right. So now that all the peeps are off and away and safe, what's the next play?
Well, I think we need to get all that shit out of that cave and into our boat and get in the boat and get the hell out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we can probably move this boat, right?
Yeah, with four
Okay.
of you could easily do it. Yeah.
Okay. I'll use guidance. I'll have guidance running for whoever is kind of steering us as kind of like some wisdom from beyond the veil, kind of, to get us through this.
Nice
Okay.
blood splatter, dude.
I thought I'd just
Yeah,
paint
we're
a
gonna
picture.
leave them there to
Yeah.
intimidate the next people that come along.
Okay, so you guys make use of the boat. Now, here's how I just kind of decided to make my own spin on it. Now the player's handbook does mention things like vehicles and stuff using vehicle proficiency if you have it, which I have never seen vehicle proficiency anywhere. So I don't even know what it's based off of. But
I have vehicle. I mean, I can run a vehicle, but I don't think I've ever seen vehicle proficiency on.
yeah,
any list.
see, your vehicle is based off your animal handling because it's pulled by a
Ah.
horse.
So I don't have
Yeah.
animal handling. For what? Well, I mean, I have animal handling, but it's not animal handled. It would be sea, water, which is nature. Could I do a nature check?
No. This is kind of what I decided it would be. It's basically because it's a lot of ropes and wheels and pulleys and stuff that I'm gonna base maneuvering this thing off of strength.
I have an 18.
And
Marcus.
navigating it would be based off of no, that's not it. Navigating would be based off intelligence. So it would be intelligence to navigate it, strength to actually steer it and ride it. So
Okay. I have an
Um,
18th strength and a 17th intelligence, so whichever one I'll be better at, you put me in.
I'll decide as we go on which is necessary at the time. Okay, so now where just so I'm clear, you guys are heading to the spot where you think you saw the giants heading to with the rest of the people.
Pretty
Yes.
much, yeah.
Rescue the others.
Yeah, does that sound good to you, Thargus? Rescue the other half of this.
You have to ask.
Okay.
And
I figured
I'm
went
going
without
to-
saying, but
Lawful good.
Yep.
I'll keep our list of people that we already
Can we have
saved,
a-
so we
Can
can
we have
let
a long rest
others know.
so we can actually restore hit points and all that, and why?
Yeah, a short rest would be good if we can. What does that need to be? Like an hour?
A short rest is a period of downtime lasting at least 1 hour.
Can we rest on the boat, or will it? Should we get the rest in before we
Um,
get down there?
Might be easier if we did it on the boat.
Yeah,
Because
you
then-
could probably do it on the boat. It'll take you about an hour to get to the spot marked on the map anyway.
All right, cool.
So,
All right, sweet.
And are we gonna? So does a short rest get us any hit points back?
yes, with a short rest, you can spend your hit dice. So you guys have 10 hit dice now. So you can spend up to 10 hit dice, adding your Constitution modifier to each individual roll.
Okay. Oh, so we just hit. So I click on hit dice and then add con.
It should actually, if you use the roller in the thing, it should actually add
Oh,
your con
oh.
for you.
Okay, so I can do 2d10 plus my con. Right?
You would put in your con twice though, because you roll it for each individual dice.
Oh, okay. So I need to not have the +2 on there. And
I've
just
gotta-
add the +2.
I've got to
later.
do it for Nim anyway, so I'll test it with Nim.
Okay.
Yes, if you use the hit dice on your character sheet, it automatically adds your Constitution modifier to it.
Oh,
So
okay. So don't use the dice roller. Use the hit.
use the hit dice on your character sheet.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So if you click on it, it rolls it for you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. That's pretty cool. Nice.
Cool. So I can use 2 of my hit dice, and I get 10, and I get 7. So that's +17 on my hit points.
All right. Is anyone else still injured after healing up?
Nim's
can
up to
throw-
full.
Nim's up to full. Okay.
I could.
I'm
How
only
many hit points did we get?
You can roll up to 2 hit dice worth of healing, right?
You can roll up to your level in hit
Oh,
dice.
okay.
I
okay.
only just used 2 myself.
Yeah, so you won't.
Oh,
you guys
okay.
can use
Oh,
up to 10 hit dice if you want.
And
Okay,
so
I
that,
had
that only puts me 9 points out of full health, so I'm feeling okay about that.
So yeah, Akale, if you open up your character sheet and you click
Okay.
on the word hit dice in your hit dice box, it'll automatically roll your hit dice for you. So that gives you 6. You can roll it up to 10 times if you want.
Okie dokie. To 6 times.
Okay, now how many are you short? Because that's 17, 23, 30. That's 42 already. And that's 5 of your hit dice.
I'm thinking that was 42 that it gave me.
Yeah. Which would bring
I'm
you up to
138.
107.
So I still need more. Yeah, so I need more.
how much more?
I have 138.
So he would need about 31 more points to get to max.
All right. So I'm gonna throw a 48 plus 4 on you.
27. That'll get you up
Alright.
to 134. Which is only 4 points shy of your max.
Okay,
Yeah.
then that might be the best. Because that was a 4th level spell to do that healing.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay, cool.
I can use second wind, can I? Or is that temporary?
Yeah, I think you can use second wind unless that's in combat.
I. Oh, that's why I'm double checking.
Use a bonus action to regenerate 1d10 plus fighter level hit points.
So I have to be in battle.
Yeah, it's a bonus action. Um,
I'm gonna do one more hit die and hope for 9.
All right.
close.
6.
It's close.
Good enough. Ready for battle. Woohoo.
All right, so you guys load up your ship.
Loading.
Are you gonna load it up with?
Everything we can fucking carry.
Okay. You can load a good amount. It is designed for smuggling. Um,
Ooh, so there might be some hidden compartments we could.
and if you guys want, you can now claim this ship as your own.
We do.
Just moor it in any dock you come across, and just kind of rent out a dock space for it. But yeah,
That'd be a good asset to have.
you guys can now claim a boat as part of your or a trading ship as part of your inventory.
Good trade ship.
And yeah. So you guys get your boat loaded up, a whole bunch of water and wine, I'm assuming. And
It's
as
the
much
ship
of the
with 3 hammers.
and as much of the
Yeah, I'll use prestidigitation to change the sails to have the 3 hammer keep symbol on them.
Right
okay,
on.
nice.
Right on.
Right on. And then you load up a number of crates with maybe some of the spices and fabrics and some of the iron ore and all that. And you guys moor up anchor and start heading your way up the coastline to the west. I will start off with having you do a quick strength check to maneuver the sails and the keel in the right way to get it off of the dock.
All of us?
Yeah, let's make
group
this a
check?
group check. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm feeling weak today. No biting.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
apparently have been in the liquor and just a little drunk strong right now.
Thargus, quick strength check from you. Oh boy.
Well,
Thargus better
Never
come
saw
through,
it happen.
cause okay, yeah, you guys just managed to get as a group to get the ship off of the. Now let me see if I can actually do this. You guys did manage to just get this sucker off of the dock and moving.
not bad for some landlubbers.
So you guys are off and away. And now, before we log out for the day, I'm gonna have Stephanie do a let's call it just a straight intelligence check.
Okay. Well, how do you like that?
All right, you can successfully navigate it through the rocks and along the coast without wrecking it now.
Yay!
Woohoo!
So, we will pick this off again when we come back in 2 weeks. I'm going to go ahead and call it here.
Right on.
This was quite the success, I must say. So, we will say the next one will be on May 6th.
Yep.
All
So,
right, cool.
We will go ahead and mark that on your calendars.
Okay.
And I will see you all on the 6th. Thank you all again very much for coming by and sharing this little awesome sauce adventure with me.
Thanks for making awesome sauce adventure.
Yeah.
No
Thanks for
problem,
your
guys.
patience
Cool,
while
thank
I was
you.
having weirdness today.
It happens. Anyway, I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. I will
Yep.
have the video of this session posted on YouTube sometime before tonight or Monday morning, and I will see you all then. Take care, guys.
All right, cool.
See you in a
Thanks,
couple of
everyone.
weeks.
Thank you.